So how many people on this planet are bots? And are there non-bots here? I question if there are other living beings because they've worked together, a lot of the humans have worked together to separate me from other races since I was a kid. And oddly, like, I can recall enough to know that there were other races involved in separating me as well. But it's like, okay, so my first real memory is I'm in first grade, and they're yapping about passing me up 4 grades, like a day after. It's the school day after Asian girl started trying to talk to me, and then right away they're like, "Oh, we're passing you up 4 grades. Go over here and sit in the corner and stuff." Like 5 rooms away from anyone, including any teachers, except for this school bully. We're gonna put him in this room with you. And then, so this is also the first time that I was allowed to hear things from like several rooms away. You know, these people were really far away and they were talking about what to do with him and stuff. And I really only caught like a minute or two of the conversation, but it was enough to let me know that this is happening and I can hear people talking about me from, or things I need to hear. They're always talking about me when I need to hear it, from like 2-3 rooms away. I know, and I could picture them too. I knew what they looked like and everything. This is the only time I remember where they were actually walls away and stuff. Usually I can see them in the open, so I can, you know, it took a minute. Like, I mean, I knew that was happening, but to be able to read their lips and see that they're actually talking about me and not talking about some sort of human conversation to one another, I had to see the lips moving way over there across the crowded open air. So yeah, I noticed that happen, and then, you know, testing it in 2020 and me being separated from European males when I'm trying to talk to them about this, and like, hey, they're separating us and not allowing us to talk, and then they come in between us. Happened twice that year, and then I was trying to dance with a black girl, and I guess there were several of them, but you know. And then they come and separate me. So like that year I started to see that this was like a forcible, unwanted operation happening, violence and sexual assault and drugging and kidnapping. It's been happening for a long time, since I was a child, because it's the same pattern, and I got the same thing, like where I'm allowed to, you know, hear people and see them like 4 walls away and stuff. So you know, it's kind of like I was like clued into things, and then everything was unfolded when I asked for it in 2020. And so we gotta figure out here who is the living beings and who is not, and what they're up to, because I don't really trust any of them, and I never will. And I never have. I always knew they were up to something, but you know, violence, assault, pedophilia, fucking mutilation, kidnapping, fucking robbery, forced labor. You know, there's a whole list of things here that occupied my life to prevent me, to force me to going inside, to never seeing anything in the world. So yeah, we gotta figure out who's who and who's you, and why that's allowed to happen. These things are allowed to happen the way they are, why they do happen the way they are. It's evil at every step. It's like beat, child mutilation, rape, child rape, destruction of an entire life. Just, if I'm correct here, I've been stalked my entire life here and separated from anyone I want to be around my entire life. Because we have this pattern here. There was that girl who I was like excited, was talking to me, and they took me away from it. And then I chose the first person I chose myself. I think this was and they came over to me, and they came over to them too, and they were pushing us away from each other. And, this is totally consensual. I asked for permission to be around them and stuff, and they said yes. So I was there with them. I don't normally do that. Normally people force their way into my life, and I don't have any problems. Like, if you even don't smile when I talk to you, like, we're not talking, why would I be anywhere where someone could even talk to me in the first place? The hell, I've been knowing this stuff's been going on since I was inserted here. I've been knowing this and not knowing what it was, but now I know. And so this has been continuing for a long time here. And there's a lot of fake, weird stuff going on here. And my memories are basically of when something in the human race is, many people, it took schools, governments, cities, states, nations to drug me at the very least. And that's just one little thing. Like, how the hell do you write on the internet maps that you're going to assault me and get away with it and do it? And then you got a whole city participating in it, and then you can take me to some special prison that's my own personal prison, as if, like, I don't, what is it, like magnetically shielded, and you think that stops God from transmitting broadcast across the planet or something? Like that's a hell of a lot of people each step of the way involved in this scenario, these different scenarios that are happening and have been for a long time. And it's not positive. Like, I've never liked being on Earth. It's always negative. It is negative. The bots they force into my life with their rape, their torture, their abuse, their assault, their robbery, their enslavement, their drugging. How do you even get into someone's life who doesn't want you around them? You can't come up and be like, hey, if you want to hang out with me, give me a call sometime. Because I'm not going to call you. I'm not even going to put your number in my phone. I'm not even going to have a phone. I'm going to smash the phone. I used to have to smash every fucking phone I had. Every phone in the house got smashed. That was... Shit, we was buying $1,000 phones long before smartphones came out. Goodbye fucking phone. That was a cool, cute idea. Goodbye phone. And I always felt the same way a phone feels these days. It's a person, like, who calls me? Does anyone call me I've ever asked to call me? Never. It's been like 6 years, but the phone rings, and shit was going on. I noticed this. It's like they were using phones to waste my time in my life, as the humans have been working to do for a long ass fucking time, adding all their actions up together. Oh, he's so smart. Put him in the corner, advance him 5 grades. Oh. And then let's fuck with them and take that away from him. Oh. And then, oh shit, he doesn't want to come to school. Let's pass laws to force him to go to school. That way he can sit there and look like a retard and do nothing and get all A's and go nowhere in life. Because school is going to take you everywhere. Especially when you got the whole fucking system trying to deride you, which what, in 2020 they started saying they're doing this stuff because they think I'm God. They're trying to kill me, isolate me, and separate me because they think I'm God. Am I correct so far? Because that's all it adds up to. It's real simple. I guess they take away logic from bots and then they call them humans. They just give them emotion and they're like, my vagina hurts. Can you stop saying that? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna have Satan. Satan's gonna kill you if you don't listen to me. You don't gotta worry about me. Satan's gonna kill you. Here, take these drugs. Take these drugs, you 6-year-old. You're a stupid 6-year-old. You need some crack. I need your money too. Give me your money so I can go buy some crack. These are literally like I don't have to make up anything. I don't have an imagination. You know, when I won awards from the president when I was a child, I copied off a cartoon I seen the day before. I didn't make up I can make up original shit, but I didn't. And then the next year, when I won the same presidential award, I just rewrote the same fucking story. That I copied off a goddamn fucking 15-minute cartoon. They probably copied off 100 others. I didn't make up anything. What am I gonna make up about this world? They're great people and they're fucking not lying bastard Nazis. There you go, I made it up. There you guys, everyone's great now. You know, I say that like a lot, and it just, that's never fucking, you ever seen the world change towards that? Me neither. Me neither. So, anyways, yeah, that's great. Like, so far what we do know is I'm inserted into a world where my first memories are of people telling me, no, I can't do things. And now those things are what their race and species takes from me and fucking like thrives off of nowadays and shit. And then they were separating me from females who showed interest in me, who I wasn't disgusted by. And like, that's not a good baseline, right? But back then it was a baseline. Like, you know, once I'm 8 years old, I have fucking ideas. Plus, this is not about this. But yeah, so what's up? Like, why do I have to keep being here and knowing, just living with these fucking memories of these fucking beasts every day trying to drug me and separate me and take away anyone I would choose to be around? And that girl they separated me from that year with all that bullshit, like, I wasn't nervous, like, when she started talking to me and shit, and like, that never happens. Fucking humans, like, if I see a human, if I think there's a human outside right now, I start getting nervous. If I think I'm on a planet and there's a human fucking somewhere on it, I'd probably get nervous, but I don't have to get that far because I can just assume one's outside or down the block or some shit. Fucking. So, wait, what's up with this shitty little game they got going on? Like, forcing me to have sex with people. Like, how many of them have to be involved to line up me to be forced to have sex with certain ones and not talk to certain ones I choose to, and things like that. Like, this is disgusting. This human race is like really fucking disgusting. The only thing I can get from it is what I get from their religions, that they're trying to enslave God. Like, their religions make me feel that way. They're like, worship us, praise us. let us get away with everything we want, and we're gonna try to kill you and drug you constantly because we don't like you, but oh, we love you. Fucking, that's all I really get from this experience here. It's not cool. It's not friendly. It's not funny. I mean, sometimes, like the hurricane was funny. Like, COVID was funny. There's a hell of a lot of shit where the little bots fucking acted like all pissy towards me and shit. But it was funny seeing them do to each other what they were trying to do to me when they were trying to kill me and paralyze me. I'm sure they were trying to kill me and not paralyze me, right? Although they've definitely done that a few times. Wow, that takes a lot of bots to pull off these stunts that these so-called humans do. The game makes them so incapable to start. They couldn't pull off anything as networked as what's been happening around me. They just simply couldn't. They don't even know where to cast a fishing rod. And that's like, basic knowledge, like, what is 80 times 80, 1 + 1, something like that. So, yeah, a lot of weird stuff, a lot of unwanted stuff has been going on for a long ass fucking time. It's just been like unwanted, and it's not like, I have to explain this because so many of these humans are these bots that are fucking just parasitical fucking liars and deceivers that they be like, oh, but wasn't this great? Isn't this person sexy? Oh, and all this. It's like, yeah, well, what about when I chose someone or they chose me and I accepted that and didn't just accept it because I somehow as a kid I knew it's like I have to take what I'm given because that's all you're going to get. Fucking, even though I had probably a lot of people talking to me and went to a lot of people's houses and stuff. I always felt weird and stuff. There's always something off there. But way before that, someone tried to talk to me and they have this extravagant fucking charade that all fucking society does to separate me from someone who induces no nervousness at all the second they fucking look at me before they begin talking to me and stuff. And like everyone else, it's like I'm like fucking shaking and all I can fucking think is like, please God, let me die when they talk to me and stuff. And this has been going on for like 40 years. And then I catch them separating me from people who don't make me feel that way. That one time I got with that, like later in life, I was like, yeah, I got one thing I want. Let's see if we can find it. And I found a person, unfortunately they had kids, but hey, they had the one thing I want. I didn't realize like you have to ask for, and I did. I do ask for these things. It's like they also keep feeding me sterile people, like these little mutated, deformed race the humans worship as their gods. They also have this habit of bringing me sterile people and stuff. But then, there's still not people I would want to talk to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so what's going on? Why do I have to keep being here? Like, why do I have to keep talking about the same damn fucking thing over and over? It just happens. It's been happening, keeps happening, and what the entire USA must have been involved in it was it's like I come here to monitor some demon-infested nation and decide to destroy them, or what? Why? And it's just like simply no fun at all until, except for the times they were getting fucked up. It's a hell of a lot of time to spend just for one event every 10 years that fucks them up. Shit. And like, if it's not every other second they're getting fucked up, then it's less than 50-50. It's like one out of a billion seconds and shit. So what's happening here? And what's up with you? How come if there's other living beings, who are these people they're separating me from? Are they actually living beings, or are they just playing the good cop, bad cop role? And they're just as evil and shit as the other terror bots separating me from the world and stealing all my ideas and stuff. This is fucked up shit to have to live like this, and just it's acceptable. I mean, there's the pedophilia hospital, dope dealers on every corner enslaving the planet, and then the church, which is their brothers. I mean, the hospital uses the church symbols because it's the same damn Nazi race who runs everything. And then it's not because everyone, I mean, there's like 60% Israelis in USA, but, you know, the rest of the people have been working for them, unless they're just shifters. They're just stupid, right? How come the other humans haven't just rise up and start slaughtering these fucking characters who, no thing on this planet who can just appear and materialize drug children and shit like that. I don't give a shit whose child you drug me, and that's going to be your fucking family, your fucking race's last drugging they ever fucking experienced and shit. Fucking, I mean, you deserve that shit if you're working with them and you are for them and you fucking worship them and give them your money and shit. You deserve everything they fucking do to you. Fucking, like, so, I mean, those people love them. Like, they probably want that. They're probably too stupid to fucking realize that you shouldn't be mutilating and raping children and fucking drugging them and teaching them to worship fucking the lowest, ugliest slime upon the planet and shit. You know, you definitely deserve that if you do that. Fucking, you like deserve that on you. But I never see it. Like, there's definitely no karma for that. I don't see them motherfuckers getting their child fucking forced activities upon them. Well, I did see the COVID shit happen, but it's like, that didn't change anything. They're still out here. They're still running the streets. They're still running the businesses and the governments and the media. It's still shit, bro. There's a hell of a lot more than just one looking group fucking involved in that shit. That was easy to see when I could see through fucking like 6 walls when I was 6 years old and see who was talking about me. But why were they separate? Why are you guys separating me from like an Asian, and you guys separating me from like a Mexican later on, and then European male? Why do you guys do that if it looks like you're all involved in this shit? You guys, what the fuck's up with that? Like, do you guys even like operate on your own thoughts with this cabal against God, or are you just like being directed by some sort of preset programming that's setting you up to drown in fucking hurricane floods or something?